Hi everybody. This video today is about how to detach from toxic people and toxic relationships, okay? A lot of this can be applied to detaching from people, anybody. But specifically this is directed at detaching from toxic people and toxic relationships. Before I start, my name is David. This channel is DeMars Coaching. Anybody that finds this video beneficial, I'd appreciate you voting up or down. Tell me why down below. Ask questions and share your own experiences. That would be wonderful. I've made a ton of videos about this topic. Some of them are playlists. You can find them there. Scroll through my videos. Made a ton of videos about gray rock method, about living with toxic people until it's over, till we can get away from them. I made videos about behavioral modification if you're stuck with these people for a while. So a lot of this has to do with gray rock technique, but we're learning to detach from a toxic person. These relationships are so dependent, emotionally dependent. They might be financially dependent, sexually dependent, so many different things, elements that we need to detach from. Okay. Now there's three different of you people watching, three different kinds. You have somebody that's still in this relationship, not sure if it's over yet. Okay. Start detaching. We have people that still in the relationship, but we know it's over. Okay. We need to start detaching. And we have people that the relationship is over. We don't live together anymore. We aren't dating anymore. Whatever it is, it's over. It's ended. How do I detach? Begin to detach from them? Because I'm telling you, I don't think I need to tell a lot of you, this can be extremely difficult and time consuming. I know people that don't do anything and they're still attached to their abuser after years. It's crazy. And then we have all kinds of stuff where we lose ourselves and self-doubt and ruminating. So we're going to start with people that are still in it, not sure what to do, and we're just going to catch up. We're just going to get to the point where we know it's over now, we have to end it, and then the relationship is over. Okay? So I'll cover all of that. First, to people that are still in the relationship, you're not sure if you really, if it's over, if you have to have it over, it has to end, you're not sure if you want that. What I recommend is something called a relationship evaluation. This is the things I do with my clients quite often. We evaluate our relationships. It's good to do with all relationships, healthy, not healthy. And there's two important factors, okay? And one is what we need, emotionally need. You need to know what your emotional needs are to know if they're being met in a relationship, okay? And we need to know if we're getting what we want in that relationship, how we feel in that relationship, okay? And if our values align, and how much stress or comfort, okay? That's going to show you guys a lot. And it's really good to have this awareness, and it's going to help us know what we need to do, what we want to do. More awareness of who we are, the more we know what we want to do, what to do, okay? So another thing to ask yourself, you can do this. Two important questions. I've said this before in another video. What do you want in a relationship with this person? And then being very honest with yourself, are they capable of giving it? Okay? This is going to help you a lot. I can't stress enough how important talk therapy is for this. For a support system, to have more awareness, to start understanding and learning more of what's going on, okay? To know what our options are, all right? The third is, if you want to try to stay and try to make it work, you got to have terms, figure out what they are, you got to tell them, and they have to agree on them, and then what are the repercussions when they break your terms, okay? Because we don't start detaching until we know it's over, right? And it's not such a bad thing to start doing if we're not quite sure yet. Step away, step out of it. Our self-awareness is much more clear than if we're with somebody that we're dependent on, or they're dependent on us, okay? So when it's over and it ends, we know this relationship is over. There's a lot of acceptance that is necessary, and this will help with talk therapy, with journaling, talking to your friends, and we need to accept the person for who they are. We need to accept that the relationship is over, okay? Tons of acceptance, and we can tell ourselves this every day. After separation, okay? Or not yet. So now we have the relationship we know is over, but we're still together, right? What helps is to know we've got to stop investing in this relationship, okay? We've got to start investing in ourselves. Like I said before, these relationships become enmeshed and dependent, all right? We need support. We need to tell people. Tell people what's going on. Tell people what our plan is that we make. We have to have a plan, an exit plan. We commit to this plan by investing in it and telling people. And here's some things that are really important to remember while we're still together. No intimacy. I'm not saying sex, no sex too, but no intimacy, no time alone. Don't sit there and watch a movie with them on the couch. Try not to eat meals with them. Try not to just talk about much with them. No questions. Don't give them attention. Do not tell them anything unless you absolutely have to. Find your autonomy, yourself, your autonomy and their autonomy, separate. Okay? Your attention will be directed on yourself now, on your needs and your wants and your feelings and your values, and this helps us know what we want to do. That's your plan. Okay? We remind ourselves of our plan every single day. At some point, there will be separation. So now we're all caught up. Now all of us are separated from this toxic person. This relationship is over. We tell people, we commit, we ask for help, we ask for support, we hire it. Vitally important. I don't think we can heal without it. I think the people that say, no, we don't need therapy, I healed. No contact, right? And we begin this separation and our no contact with closure. Now, closure is just telling someone it's over, telling them why, telling them what we want, okay? I'm sorry, I want this over. It's not working anymore. I'm not in love with you anymore. I'm not attracted to you anymore. Hurts, but not knowing just screws us up. And it's good. It's a matter of respect and honesty and integrity with someone that you spent your life with. Now, that's a healthy relationship and most toxic relationships. But there will be times where you cannot give closure because you don't want to contact them again. Maybe it's court ordered. Maybe it's in a divorce. Maybe there's a restraining order on someone. Maybe they're just dangerous. Okay? We can find our closure with ourselves. Talk therapy helps that. I have plans. I help people do this that can't give or receive closure from a toxic person. There's still ways we can do it ourselves. We talk to heal. For one, to see reality. Sometimes I have to spend a very, very long time with clients unraveling all the lies, all the distortion, all the dissonance, all the delusions that we thought were real. Belongings. We have to detach from these people. We don't need any of their belongings. We need to decide if we're getting our belongings back or just give it up or what we're going to do about them. I made videos about this too. So I'm not trying to dive into each part of this. But that makes sense, I hope. Belongings. Look, I can be somewhat sentimental. I want to be reminded of good times. I don't want to be reminded of bad times. Someone that lied to me and abused me and cheated on me and hurt me and tried to ruin my life, I don't want to be reminded of that relationship. I want to be reminded of what I did about it. So I don't really want pictures of that person anymore. I don't want their letters, their cards, their gifts, their belongings. I want it all gone. All gone. And let them know that we don't want our stuff back, or let's get it back. Photos, cards, messages, gifts, gone. Contracts we end, financial obligations we get out of. Very, very important. These are things that can tie us together with someone toxic for so long. And they can keep exploiting us and hurting us. Okay? stop looking. If you happen to have a huge, massive portrait of them on your wall, time to get rid of it, right? You can see that, right? It same goes for looking at their Facebook and their Instagram and their website and their other people's Facebooks and looking for what they're doing and just seeing their face. It's the same thing as if you keep talking to them, if you keep smelling them, if you keep hearing them, okay? It's all got to stop. It's all got to stop. That's no contact. That's all part of no contact. Not contacting. Also not looking, not reading. They send you a message, don't read it, block them. I'm not saying it's easy. Just some things in life we have to do are necessary. But we always have each other. There's people that can help you with this, okay? I help my clients a lot with this stuff. Lots of success. Do not fill the void with addictions or people, but we do have to fill this void. If we do not fill this void, can't you see how it keeps our attention? Our ruminating thoughts, hope, fear. We fill voids, okay? We take something away from a baby or a dog they can't have, and we give them something else, right? We're going to do that with ourselves. Common one would be exercise. If you're already exercise, you're not adding something new, right? Add something new. Good time to find out things you're interested in. Things that you're interested in before this toxic relationship and you forgot. Or they didn't allow you to do it. Or you just didn't care anymore. Time to start caring. Behaviors can help you and change how you feel, even how you think. Okay? We just start doing. Faking it till you make it. It really works. I hate a lot of sayings like that, but that one works. Stop seeking validation and attention from them. Okay? So we're not going to do that by asking people, stuff like this. We do this by talk therapy. And we are going to compartmentalize in our life so that we don't, if you don't have a therapist or a life coach or something, certified coach or a counselor or somebody professional to talk to about this, it comes into our personal life and we tend to kind of bring it up a lot with friends and family, or we don't talk about it at all, which is awful. Now, your friends and family aren't going to help you with emotional trauma. It's complex, very much so. It's like, it's like asking someone to rebuild your engine. They don't even know how to change your oil. The therapist is where we talk about it. That's where it's okay. I don't need to think about it tonight because I'm going to talk to my coach Thursday, David, right? And David and I are going to dive into this, and things I want to talk about, I write down. And it's a great time to start journaling. So I can talk about my thoughts and my feelings, but the relationship is for this, okay? I made videos about ruminating. I have a weekly question and answer video where you can ask me anything you want. We need to increase our awareness, our consciousness, and be aware of the emotional dependency we had in this relationship. It's so important that we don't repeat this. That's one thing to be so aware of. How are they emotionally dependent on you? How are you emotionally dependent on them? Okay? These are things that once we see how they were dependent on us, something we can avoid later. When we see how we were dependent on them, yes, we could avoid it later, but we can stop doing it. Okay? We start depending on ourselves and finding new ways to express things, to tell other people, okay? But don't replace this void or the dependency with other people, and be very careful with new people right now. It's the most dangerous time for toxic people to come in your life. Best time for them, worst time for you. We give this attention to you, and somebody you already know. One thing I do with my clients, I don't like to tell you guys everything and think that you can just do the things yourself. It's about talking. We have a ceremony. I call it a ceremony. It's a great way for this thing to turn off more, to accept it, that it's over, to shut the door, to take our 1 foot out of the doorway that we're keeping in there. Okay? A ceremony. It can be whatever you want. Some good ideas I've come up with is a letter you wrote to them. You can read this letter at the ceremony. You can bring a photo of them or a photo of you two together. Maybe some belonging of theirs. Something that, a good one is something that you had planned in the future. Right? We're going to get married in Australia or something. A picture of Australia or a pamphlet or something like that. Something they wrote. Cards, gifts. It's a good time to get rid of this stuff. And we read the letter to somebody. We burn the belongings, the letter, the picture. We burn a candle while we're doing this. If you don't want to burn your stuff, all this stuff, right? Some people really can't, or they think it's ridiculous. Maybe burn a small candle while you're doing this whole ceremony. And then we destroy everything and burn the candle out and put the candle out with it. A lot of this stuff, you guys, if you're not used to it, if you haven't heard it, and I don't know how many times you've done all of this, have these experiences, a lot of this stuff seems not important, but I'm telling you, it is. You guys are also not used to giving yourself attention and caring for yourself properly. So if you think about the relationship with yourself as like a relationship with your child, you know, we would do silly things to make that relationship stronger with our child. Sometimes we play with them and stuff like this. It's what we need. It's what we need. Okay? Something so important during times that we're healing from emotional trauma, that we're grieving. Eventually, change. And change can happen right away. Right when we start detaching, change is great. And that can be change in your environment. Whether it's change with work, whether it's change in your home, the color on the walls, or the artwork, or the flowers, or the drapes, or the furniture. Just move the furniture around. We might want to move. This might be a time to make some bigger changes. Just be sure that you're talking to other people. It's not impulsive, you know. I say, seriously, the biggest things you guys can do to feel better, feel happy, feel like life is not passing you by so fast is new people, meet new people, try new things, and see new places. Great time to do this. Vacation, get away from this area is really good. Even for the day, the weekend, a week. Self-awareness and expression, talk therapy. Talk therapy to heal and to stop investing in this with our thoughts and our actions and our behaviors. Because the talk therapy will help us heal. Okay? So we don't want to anymore. Like I said, anybody interested in coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. The link is down below. Appreciate a thumbs up, voting, tell me why. But ask questions. And most of all, I'd appreciate it if you guys could give your own experiences, your own examples, your own advice, what's helped you, what's worked for you, okay? And like I said, if I don't get your questions on this video, I have a weekly Q&A. You can ask me there, okay? I hope this video helped me or helped you guys. Let me know, all right? And always love yourself first. Thanks. Bye, guys.